Hello, Kato, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program, helping you go from hamster to happiness, and a guest appearance today. Hello, hi baby. So, how are you? I hope you've had the most amazing week. I just wanted to say today to ask the question for you. She's going to pop her head up. I hope she's making you smile. I hope she's making you smile, my baby. She is my goddess, and she likes to be worshipped. And so I worship her, because she's a priority in my life. So that brings me on to my subject for today's Hump Day Happiness, is to encourage you to think about what your priorities are. What are your priorities? Yes. I know your priority is to be on this video, isn't it? Yes, it is. What are your priorities? What is it that's important to you in your life? Is it your relationships? Is it your job? Is it your career? Is it the state of your bank account? Is it your loved ones? Is it your pretty cats or your dogs or your animals? Crazy cat lady, I'm proud. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm proud. Put both hands up there and stopped stroking her. What are your priorities? And then just to encourage you to think about those for a minute, to write them down, and then to order them in what's most important to you. Really, well, you know, when push comes to shove, what is most important to you, and then ask the question: are you living each day in accordance with those priorities? Are you prioritizing what is important to you? And it's just a really powerful exercise, this. And so I'm encouraging you to just try it and see, because so often we can be caught in the mundane, in the, you know, just doing one thing after another and getting caught up and literally on that hamster wheel, that we forget to just look at what our priorities are. You know, and so many people will be so focused on their job and their career and where they're at and what's going on and how much money is in their bank account, so that they can buy whatever is going to make them they think is going to make them happy. Retail therapy, if you like. They can be so focused on that they forget to live by what their true priorities are, which could be their pretty cats, it could be their loved ones, it could be their family, their friends. And, you know, again, I'm been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So no judgment, just saying it is as it is. You know, my 20s, I travelled, and that was my, you know, I did do a lot of travelling in my 20s, and then sort of towards the end of my 20s, I thought career was everything, and I focused everything on my career, and focused, that I didn't have time. She's having a good stroke here. I didn't have time for friends or family, really, and I surrounded myself with people that were in the same kind of boat, and that was what happened, and that was the reality. So there's no judgment here. That's, you know, that's where I was. And then once I got sort of, you know, the end of my 30s, I was like, well, what's the point in this? Life is too short to be working stupid amount of hours per day, to work to pay for a house that I never saw. And I redressed my priorities and started living my life in accordance to my priorities, which was happiness, health, relationships, friendships, family, and I everything started to change when I started making decisions about each day and my life based on my priorities. So I'm just encouraging you to look at what your priorities are, what's important to you, and I encourage you to just think about it. Think about, are you living your days in accordance to your priority? Because if you're not, then ask yourself why. That's it. I always remember, actually, back in the corporate environment, we had training on time management, and I still work with the same time management techniques, because that particular training was very, very good, which was to list everything that I had, to do on your to-do list, and to label A, B, and C as to what's important, and then A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. But also to look, and the most powerful part of that exercise that I still remember, the guy teaching us, Steve, his name was, I can't remember his surname, so I can't give him the true honour that he deserves. But he said, also look at your main priority for the day, and to work backwards from that, so that everything that you are doing is in alignment to your priority. And he said some days that might be that your priority is to get that particular piece of work done and dusted and out of the way. It might be that other days your priority is something completely different, but always work with that priority. And he said, and I always remember, he said his priority that day was to get everything done by 5 p.m. And then so that he could be home with his family, and the following day to get everything done by 1 p.m. so that he could go and watch his children perform in the school play, because it was the Christmas school Christmas play for his children. And that was his number one priority, even though he was still working, and even though it was about his job, and even though he was teaching us time management in a workplace environment. That was his priority, was to go home and be with his family and to see his children perform in the school play. And so he worked everything backwards from that, and he prioritized what needed to be done, and he let things go that didn't need to be done or weren't in alignment with his priorities. And I wish I could remember his surname. I really do, to give him credit, because that was a powerful lesson for me. And that, for me, it was like, okay, well, what are my priorities? Are my priorities to get every piece of work done on my desk and to work till 10 o'clock at night so that everybody else around me is happy? Or are my priorities to go home and see my friends and see my family and be with the people I love? And it was a powerful lesson. So I encourage you to just, share that with you, and to think about what your priorities are, what's important to you, and what is what you're doing on a daily basis in alignment to those priorities, or have you got yourself all bundled up in the mundane and therefore feeling like you're on the hamster wheel of life. My priority today is to finish by 5 p.m. because it's pole dancing time today. I told you last time, last time pole dancing. It's pole dancing night tonight. So my priority today is to finish by 5 p.m, have some food so I can go and see my friends and dance like no one is watching, and dance around the pole. Except in pole, I'm very grateful people are watching, because when you're hanging upside down by one leg, you're very glad someone's watching and is perhaps there to catch you. And that's probably another blog post, is to have someone there to catch you along the way, because it's nice. And then I will come home, and I will be with my putty cats, my man, and those that I love, which is just wonderful. So that's my priorities today. To go have fun with my friends, have fun with my family, have fun with my friends, have fun at pole, dance, and come home to my man and my putty cats. I know she's looking at my putty cats. So that's my sharing with you. Is think about what your priorities are, and then look and see whether you are spending your days doing the things that are in alignment with your priorities. So I hope I've made you think. If you are interested in wanting my help to help you achieve your dreams, wishes and goals, and helping you live in alignment with your priorities, and helping you achieve your dreams, because they are so possible, and to help you go from that hamster wheel mindset into happiness mindset, then give me a shout. I'd love to hear from you and see if I can help. with so much love, Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com, my goddess of a pretty cat here. Yes, I know, you are a goddess. Helping you go from hamster wheel to happiness, creator of the Seeds of Change program, to really support and love and help you along the way with so much love. Have the most amazing day. Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com.